A huge thank you to today's sponsor, Match Bingo. Match Bingo is an amazing and innovative app that combines sports betting, football, and bingo into one fantastic experience. With over £200,000 already paid out to players, it's a game changer in the world of online gaming. You can enjoy Bing Goals, where you purchase cards. Currently, it's buy 4, get 1 free. Each card represents 15 teams playing that day. When a team scores, the spot on your card turns purple. Complete 2 rows to win, and if you get a full house, you'll win the main jackpot prize. Plus, there are in-game cards you can buy during matches, featuring 15 exciting options like predicting substitutes or goals in specific minutes. Get a row for bingo and a full house for the big jackpot. Don't miss out. Grab your bingo card using the link in my description or via the QR code on screen. Remember, bingo cards are currently buy 4, get 1 free. Thank you once again to Match Bingo for sponsoring and supporting the channel. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul. This is the Leeds Therapy. I really hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Oh, what a night. I don't know the rest of the words to that song. Otherwise, I would serenade you. So, this is my review of our game against 5th placed Bristol City. And then obviously everything that came in before it as well. So what I'm going to do the usual stuff, but just sort of switch it up a little bit. So talk about the starting players, their stats for the game stats overall, shot areas, shot versus, expected XG, passes. I want to touch on Ampadu's passes as well. Defence, going to talk about duels, and our last 5 games worth of form overall. So just before we get into it, obviously we won the game 4-0. It was you couldn't get a more dominant performance than the one that we actually provided in the game. I'm just going to bring up the momentum chart now, which should pretty much show you everything that you need to see in terms of just the game was nuts. It was absolutely bonkers. Overall, we dominated from start to finish. It could have been more than 4 had it not been for their keeper. Their keeper made some outstanding saves, particularly in the first sort of. He made like 3 saves in a row in the first 5 minutes of the second half. The interesting thing for me was Hatgate that went on behind me in the stands, because there was a guy arguing about one of the scarves had gone missing or something, and he was blaming some guy in the stand, in the seat in front of him. I was in the West Stand as well, by the way. And this other guy, old guy, like reached over, pulled off this other guy's flat cap, turned around and just threw his hat. Like, I don't even know where he threw his hat, but I actually thought they were going to throw down at one point, which would have been astoundingly hilarious, but, you know, it is what it is. But overall, just a fantastic game. 4 really, really good goals. Killer ball in from Solomon. Tanaka at the far post. Tanaka should have had 2, by the way. Then Nonto's goal for our second with the through ball from Piru, which was just out of this world. Then Ramazani comes on and has a little bit of his own cameo appearance at the same time as well. Great ball in from Firpo. First touch, that's his first touch as well in the entire match. Puts the ball away. That makes it 3-0. And you think game over. And then Gruev pops up and plays an over-the-top ball with a bit of swaz on it, as the YouTubers like to say. Ramazani's first touch is instant, controls the ball dead, which allows him to have the shot to put the ball across. 4-0. Happy days. Everybody's, massively bubbling. It was a brilliant, brilliant performance. And I can't stress this enough. There are 30 points between us and Bristol City. They offered absolutely nothing. And, like I said, the stats really, really back that up. But going into the first thing, just to talk about the player rating. So this is just based on the starting 11. Ramazani obviously gets a noteworthy mention because of because of scoring the 2 goals towards the end of the game. Great build as well. Bamford was involved in that. Sadalo literally had nothing to do the entire game. Thought he was fine. Anything. He only had to face 1 shot on target, which came in stoppage time. Firpo, great assist for the goal. Looked good the entire game. Just really, 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 really good. solid performance. Ampadu and Rodon, I'll put these two together as a whole, just unbelievably good, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. Bogle is Bogle. Bogle is, he just levels above in this league for me, just fantastically good. Tanaka came up with his goal. I thought his goal was really well taken. Got exceedingly pissed off with the referee and talked himself into a booking, but I think it was more that he was annoyed at himself than anything else. Gruev, brilliant. The entire game was there to sweep up, was there to put balls through, was there to do his job, and he's done really, since he's come back into the squad, or since he's had to come back into the squad because of the injury to Rothwell, he's actually done very, very well. According to FootMob, he was the star player of the game. He got an 8.4 star rating, but that is the same as Solomon as well, adding another assist to his game, 8.4, but it just gave it to Grove overall. Me personally, having been there on the night, I would give the man of the match award to Solomon. He was just unplayable last night. His close control is on a completely another level. You can't, defenders in this league can't tackle him because he's that good. His turn of pace, his centre of gravity, everything. Aronson, probably one of his best games for a little while. He was in and around, ratting around, little touches, little passes, looked okay. Did his usual thing. Sometimes his legs move a little bit too quick for his feet, for his brain. Sorry. So consequently, you end up with a misplaced pass or two. But he's there to harass and bully people, which is interesting in itself. Donto, good. I thought he had a really, really decent game last night as well. I thought his tracking back was good. His defending was good. His pressing to get the ball back was good. I thought he took his goal superbly well as well. Finished it fantastically well. He should have had two had it not been for their keeper making that save that he does at the start of the second half. But just overall, fantastic to watch. It was just a really, really good game. And like I said, you just look at you can start to see in terms of our dominance. If we go to the top stats, 74% possession, they had 26. You know, accurate passes, 776 to 226. Again, I'm going to say this, Bristol are in the playoffs. And we absolutely mullered them for the 94 minutes that the game went on. Their XG was 0.07. You know, we had a 3.7, 22 total shots, 12 on target, 11 big chances, 7 big chances missed. That was the 7 saves that the keeper made. But just overall, a really, really commanding performance. I mean, again, you look here at the shot map area. They had 3 shots overall. They only had 1 on target for the entire game. But you can see what we did here. Just absolutely nutty bonkers. It was, like I said, it was a fantastic game to be involved in from a watching perspective, but I'll get into that in a little bit more detail. Total shots wise, I've gone through it before, but you can see in terms of our dominance within this game, it was absolutely nuts. Like I said, you know, you got the expected XG, what ours was versus what theirs was, all of the bits and pieces. Like we led in absolutely every staticometric possible, and just from what you could see on the pitch as well, they were playing with the freedom and a desire. They want this title, make no mistake about that. They want this title, but just the freedom and everything that they were playing with was just really, really good to see. And everybody playing with a smile on the face, which is, again, it's lovely to see. Just them all having a really nice time, which is lovely. Then we're moving on to the passes. And again, I just wanted to, it's just to highlight it again that we just dominated every aspect of this. We had 833 passes in the game to their 284. That is nuts. Absolutely nuts. Just, we had 58 touches in their box. They had 8 in ours. Just 8 in ours. Accurate crosses. They only had 2. We had 9. Accurate long balls. We had 24 accurate long balls. Just, like I said, just with every single metric humanly possible, it was just phenomenally good. And just, I mentioned it before, but speaking on Ampadu and his game itself, I thought it was his was a really interesting game. I think the passing metrics is a really interesting one, again, to show for Ampadu. So from Opta, looking at these statistics here, 164 passes and 96% accuracy. Only 7 of his passes were unsuccessful and 157 successful passes. And I believe this is the most ever recorded by a player in the Championship since Opta started. I think that's the correct stat. I could be wrong. Who knows? Defensive point of view, again, this is for me showing dominance-wise. Look how much we were attacking in their half. It just a brilliant game. I can't even stress that again. I talk about, and again, we were dominant in the duels. Just everything about it was fantastic. A great performance that puts us back onto the table. We're on course for the 100 points. We've just got to beat Plymouth again by any means necessary. It doesn't have to be a drubbing, but let's not forget that we've scored 10 goals in the last 2 games and not conceded anything. And in fact, looking at it, if you actually pull up our last 5 games overall, 5 wins. I never thought that 5 wins would have been possible, given when we fell off is technically the wrong term, but when we started to look a little bit suspect or a little bit fragile, the boys actually came through. We've done fantastically well to do that. We've won 1-0, 2-1, 1-0, 6-0, and 4-0. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 14. We've scored 14 goals in the last 5 games and conceded only 1. Just brilliant. And then obviously at the end of the match, everybody's singing the heart out. I mean, the atmosphere for the entire evening was phenomenally good. I got to meet loads of people as well. So I met up with some of the Ought to Know Better boys. I met Jer from The View finally, which was lovely to give him a hug and say hello. That was great. Saw Joe Blackburn again. Saw Matty from Imagine Not Being Leeds. You know, we all had a pint after the game. It was really just great. Just vibes were immaculate, and you could tell the release at the end of the game from all of the people that weren't there for the promotion during COVID that finally getting to experience it. Just every song you could think of was sung, but everything was sung with passion, as you can hear from my voice. I'm shockingly bad today, and I'm pretty sure doing this like way first thing in the morning that this will get progressively worse as the day wears on. So it just really, like I said, just pleasing, just really nice to see, and just really good to see them all as, you know, celebrating with their family members. Jaden Bogle's kid absolutely stole the show, scoring a goal in the south stand. Brilliant, was running around and high kicking all over the place. It was just vibes and lovely to see. It was a great thing to be involved with, and I feel so privileged to have been there to experience it and to, like I said, to be singing and all of that kind of stuff, and for us to be able to acknowledge the hard work that the boys have put in. Listen, you know, I've said myself, I got worried at some points during the season. I tapped out when we moved into third, but they brought me back on board. They showed me what fight and determination and spirit was. I think over the past 5 games, I think Solomon has been incredible. Just everybody has stepped up to the plate fantastically well. And like I said, last night was just an absolute privilege to be there and be amongst everybody. And just the celebrations were really, really good to see. Old people, you know, people my age, middle-aged, old, and younger people and kids and everything, and everybody experiencing, everybody happy and shaking hands and just having a good time. It was brilliant. I can't wait for the Plymouth game now. Just win, that's it, and the title's ours. That's all we need to do. We just need to win the game. It's as simple as that. That's going to do it for this one. Let me know what you thought about the game last night. Let me know what you thought about just the stats and everything that goes with it. I'm just pleased as punch, tired. I'll be glad when this season is properly over. Parade to look forward to next week, which is going to be great at the same time as well. So, yeah, take care of each other. Most importantly, take care of yourself. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Cheers.
Let's go.